Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing just fine. It is January 27th, 2006. Let's get going. How are we doing today? How's the start of the week? Hope you guys are doing well. More of the same out there today for Salt Lake City. Mostly sunny, a little bit on the hazy side. There will be a storm system tomorrow that will be moving on in. So that is going to be bringing in a little bit more cloud cover to Salt Lake City. But today, mostly sunny. That haze setting in. Air quality was good yesterday. It's going to be in the moderate zone today. But what that storm system is going to do as it rolls on in here, it's going to help things out quite a bit. So I did just want to show you a quick recap of current watches, warnings, advisories across the states here at home. Once again, nothing much going on. But throughout portions of the Midwest, well into the Mid-Atlantic, so Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, portions of New York, still under that cold weather advisory, warning of wind chill values sub 15. There is still that freeze warning throughout portions of Louisiana, southern Georgia, and northern and central Florida. Across the Great Lakes, still dealing with that freeze spray warning. Freeze watch is in effect for northern Texas and across portions of southern Oregon and central California, dealing with a dense fog advisory. And that purple that's off the coast is a gale warning of strong gusty winds. Here at home, mild, dry, hazy, above average. If I died young, put that on my tombstone because that's pretty much the forecast. All right, so as we can see, a little bit more cloud cover rolling on in from the Pacific Northwest. That's all because we are expecting a little bit of a storm system that's going to be moving in, impacting the mountains come tomorrow. Valleys could get a little bit of some rain, but I'm not fully convinced. Still a bit of snow throughout portions of Pennsylvania coming off the lakes there. Other than that, pretty dry across the country. Finally recovering, I hope some across the Northeast, if you are watching. I know I have some people that still watch me in Pennsylvania and in the Southeast in North Carolina. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have defrosted. So today, air quality will once again be in that moderate zone, and then the storm system is going to come on in. It's going to bring some winds. It's going to rattle things up at the lower levels, and we will be back to air quality for your Wednesday and Thursday. So this is how I'm going to be approaching the weather over the next couple of days. More of the same. It's bad. We don't have any snow. We're not going to get much rain. This spring and summer are going to be rough. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some intense regulations that will be put into place in order to save water because we've got none of it. 34 degrees right now for Salt Lake City. So moving into this week, even though dire straits basically, you're going to be able to get out and enjoy the forecast. I'll tell you that. Logan, 28, 34 for Salt Lake. We already did that. Sorry. 28 for Price, 34 for St. George. Danny says, my daughter's in freezing cold, Western Missouri. I have a lot of desires in life, Danny, I'll tell you that. Not one of them includes moving to Missouri. I like to be on kind of the sides, either the East Coast and the West Coast, even though Utah's not really considered the West Coast. Mountainous West, interior West, that works for me. Today's highs, upper 40s for Salt Lake, upper 40s for Provo, low 50s for Milford, upper 40s for Cedar City, mid 50s for St. George, low 50s for Kanab, low 40s across that northeast pocket. Chilly, but above average nonetheless. Before we take a look at the futurecast, here's a look at our potential precipitation outlook. Tomorrow, mountain snow, valley rain, not much. Then we're dry. And then into the first week of February, could be stuff rolling on in the 4th. What is the 4th? A Wednesday? Yeah. That's the next best shot I looked at yesterday. So this one is saying Monday, Tuesday, which I don't think, but let's give it a look. Let's give it a look, see. All right. So I'm going to take my face off. You can see kind of that cold air just lingering over much of the Northeast, impacting areas well into the mid-Atlantic. But here at home, we have that high pressure, and that low pressure is off to the east of us. So whenever we say these things, high and low pressure, basically just look for the way that jet is going. If the jet is making a U, that's low pressure. That's that cool air. If it's making kind of the beginnings of an N, this is a good example of a blocking pattern, but the example of an N right over the Pacific Northwest, that's your high pressure. That's what's keeping things nice and toasty. We have a little bit of a low rolling on in tomorrow. That's what's going to be bringing in that snow. And then look at that. That arch builds right back on in again. More of a rainbow, I guess you could say. And then once again, more of the same. I'm not bitter. I would just like snow. Past 2 years I've lived here. Weak. Where's the snow? I want it. All right. Mostly sunny. Then that cloud cover is going to thicken up by this afternoon. This is all in anticipation for that storm system. Dry, 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 dry. Okay, so this model wants to kick things in mainly after 2 p.m. This is what I was questioning yesterday, the timing. I had one that didn't push it in until like dinner time. This one has it pushing in a little bit earlier, just like yesterday. So we'll go with that. Little bit of some snow, not much. And then after that, it'll be out of here. Sorry, I didn't give an end time. It'll be out of here by tomorrow night. Once again, that's for higher elevations. Maybe a few valley showers, but not much. And then smooth sailing for the weekend. A little bit of cloud cover. Okay, so that particular model wanted to push that precip in here by Monday. Galveston Island in Texas. That's great, right? Yeah. Snow on an island? That's crazy. All right. This is a different model. This does better at day of stuff. This is our HER model. We were looking at our Euro before. So still with that cloud cover, let's see what this timing has on it. Okay, interesting. So this model has it pushing it in. Huh. Very interesting. I get it now. Everything's making sense. Okay. So the latest run of this model wants to push this in here by late morning, early afternoon. And it doesn't want to give us much snow. So tale as old as time when it comes to this weather forecasting stuff. We have two models doing not the same thing. So what that tells me, confidence is low on how much snow is to be expected. So this one might be more correct. Northern mountains, less than 1 inch. Not much, right? You can see in the typical places. You can see across the northern mountains and the high Uintas getting just a few light snow showers, not much. This model has a little bit more. It's our GFS, which tends to blow up precip. But what that one model is doing that other model isn't is considering temperatures. It's going to be very warm tomorrow. So most of this will probably fall as rain. So that's why the models are pushing a little bit more rain for the valleys, a little bit less snow for the mountains. Yeah, so the other one's probably correct. You could have along the Wasatch back well into severe, maybe an inch to 3 across the higher terrain, but on average an inch. And this looks like a little bit more rain than yesterday. A few hundredths, not quite a tenth. Well, the models are giving me no confidence on timing, 0. So I'm going to say late morning. I'm going to say late morning, mainly after 9. That's what I'm going to go with. These other models have it pushing back till 2, but I don't believe it. Mainly after 9. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going with. You can hold me accountable tomorrow. I'll hold myself in contempt. What is that move? What's that from? Is that from Big Fat Liar? No. What's the movie where Jim Carrey can't tell a lie? He's a lawyer. Help me. All right. All right. I'm waiting. Somebody in the comments, tell me what that movie is, please. It's the movie where Liar, liar. That's it. I didn't need any help from him. All right. Thank you, Robert. Robert, yes. Thank you, Riot. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Tim. You guys are really helping me out here. I appreciate that. All right. 43 for Logan, 45 for Huntsville, 36 for Alta, 42 for Wendover, 41 for Park City, 45 for Huntsville. Robert lives in Pennsylvania. I hope you're staying warm, Robert. It's cold there. Eastern Utah, near Moab, going to make it to 44, 43 for Green River, 40 for Price, 40 for Vernal. 48 for Centerville, 45 for Tooele, 47 Eagle Mountain, 48 Provo, Salt Lake is there, 45 for Ogden. $48 Fillmore, Delta, Richfield, Manti. $56 St. George, 49 Cedar City, 44 Bryce, 41 Blanding, 46 Bullfrog, 52 Fort Kanab. Don't look at that. I didn't update that. Don't look at that. Okay. Southern Utah, upper 50s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, low to mid 60s, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's a crazy 7-day forecast, huh? Look how warm that's going to be. This is across northern Utah, mid to upper 40s, low 50s heading into the weekend. This is from Robert. You're blessed to have temperatures above freezing. We may not have above freezing temperatures in Western PA until possibly the middle of next week. Yeah, that Arctic blast, that low, that doesn't want to go anywhere. It's going to be cold. Stay warm, guys. We do need, let's be honest, we need cooler air, we need snow, but that pattern is just not favoring anything. So hope we can get something in February. But what if we don't? What if we don't? I knew it was going to be a really slow start to the winter season. And I said this in one of my streams. I was like, the pattern is favoring above average snow, right around normal low highs. And I was like, I don't believe that. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. I knew, I had a feeling we were going to be well below where we should as far as snow is concerned. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Rick says, adore Aquarius women. I agree. Rick knows I'm Aquarius. Too true, Rick. Too true. All right, everybody. I'm going to go sit in a meeting. I'm going to drink my coffee. I'll be back tomorrow. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you let me know. Doug says, the greatest snow on earth comes in February and March. Last year, I skied all day fresh snow, May 18th, all day. Doug, yeah, I feel that. But like, Doug, what if it doesn't happen? What if it doesn't happen, Doug? Johnny says, hi from Michigan. Hey, Johnny, thanks for watching. Hope you're staying warm. It's cold there. It's not so cold here. Look at our 7-day forecast. Crazy. All right, everybody. Hi, Connie. Thanks for watching. Rick says, marriage ruins romance. Don't tell your wife that, Rick. All right, everybody. Have a good day.